write down 5 things that would describe you or 5 things that you are passionate about. Like whether you are passionate about your job, maybe you're passionate about your family, maybe you're passionate about a pet or a sport. But I want you to just take 1 minute and just jot down a couple things. And like I say to my students, give me your eyes when you're done. All right, so you can continue this. It doesn't have to be an ever-ending process, but those are typically the things, like I wrote down 5 things that I'm passionate about, and those are the things that generate my posts. And so one of the things that I'm absolutely passionate about is teaching. Just to give you a little bit of background, a little bit of background about why I do what I do, is that I have been teaching for almost 10 years. I started off in kindergarten, and this is my 6th year in 5th grade. And my job itself is not what makes me wake up in the morning. Teaching is cool, but it's the kids that make me, I'm excited to see them. I'm excited about who I can make them become. And I just want them to be the brightest light that they can be and to pay kindness forward. And so then I do that from 8 till 4. And then I come home and I try to do the same thing with adults. And so that's kind of what I put into my post. My team is called the Shine Society. And the whole mission behind my team is that everybody has a light inside of them, but many times we go dim and we just need that light to be turned back on. And so, it's gender neutral. Anybody can have that light turned on. And I just really want that to be my mission, whether it affects this business or not. That'd be awesome. But I ultimately just want to leave an impression on society. So my posts, I take my 5 passions and I somehow put that, sorry, a student is actually messaging me right now about homework. Oh no, how do I get back to you? How do I get back? Double click. Oh no.
You're still there.
Okay, good.
I
Oh my gosh.
see you.
Oh my gosh. I just had a moment of like, I can't talk to the student right now. Okay, anyway. So, so I try to turn my posts into how can I motivate someone today? How can I stop their scroll and make their day completely turn around? And so whether it's generated towards one of my 5 passion topics, or it's like me talking as if I'm talking to my best friend. So all of your posts, a lot of my posts, I turn on the speaker, like I have an iPhone. So I push the speaker and I just talk into the phone, because I feel like that is the best way to get your message across. When you're typing, sometimes you'll think too much about grammar. You'll think about how am I saying this, and it'll take way too long, and you'll think about it too much, and then you might never post it. If you talk into your phone as if you're talking to someone who absolutely loves everything about you, whether it's your mom, your bestie, something, pretend you're talking to them, and then, check for grammar, but then like push post and walk away. And I feel like showing up and being a constant piece of positivity in people's scrolls, they'll start actually like searching for you. You are something that makes their life just a little bit better. And at first they might start finding you because, you might have a quote, but it can't be just a quote and you just posting the quote, or like a quote and a selfie of yourself. Instead, you need to actually like take the quote and apply it to your life, like a situation. And so that's where personal development comes in hardcore. I'm sure Danielle and everybody else on your team talks and harps about personal development, but that is huge. I have been in this business for about 20 months, and 23 months actually now. And I, for the first 9 months, didn't touch a single personal development book. I felt like I didn't belong in that section of Barnes & Noble. I was like, I don't need that. I don't need that section of Barnes & Noble. I'm good. But what I didn't realize is it's you taking where you're at and making yourself just a little bit better every single day. Like, you're already awesome. I'm looking at you. Girl, you're fantastic. But I want you to heighten yourself. I want every single day for you to be 1% better than you were the day before, because in a year, you're 365% better than you were when you started. That's a whole new version of you. And that's what I'm really proud about, is that I share that version of my story in my posts of like, I did a before and after of like, not just like my physical transformation, but who I was in the first photo emotionally and who I am in the second photo emotionally, and how I completely transformed. And I feel like people need to realize that this journey is not just physical, it's mental too. And we try to dribble that into our challenge groups as well. But your posts are supposed to be something that stops a scroll, because there's so much in the newsfeed these days and people easily can scroll. It can either be a photo that catches attention. It can be a word, you can have a message, but then your final thought is like the kick. I teach my kids with 5-paragraph essays that your final jab is the final words you want people to leave with. If they read nothing else and they read that last bit, what message are you leaving them? Are you leaving an imprint on them as a person? And so, you could just post about if you're passionate about your dog. I have 2 dogs myself, and sometimes I post about my dogs and say like, it was so nice to get out into the sunshine today. I live in Pennsylvania, and so like sunshine lately is like a rarity. And so I can say, got to take the dogs to the dog park, got to see sunshine today. It's the little things that matter. And so turning your mess into a message, making everything in your life have a positive spin, even though you might not feel the positive spin, maybe you're talking to your future self, you're putting out energy into the world that will impact others. And ultimately, isn't that our goal? Your name is Team Destined, and you are destined to make a difference in someone's lives. And I feel like, this business is an incredible avenue. And, the Success Club points definitely drive you to helping more people because it checks your accountability. But ultimately, you want to make sure that you're making a positive difference in people's lives regardless. Is it just your one post message? Did that help someone today? Was it your challenge group that helped someone? Was it a connection you made in a message that really had no endpoint of a sale, but you truly connected with someone? Which brings me to my next point. So my post went viral, which was so cool. But I'll be honest, I was shocked as hell. I had no clue that was going to happen. I posted about something that I was passionate about, and then I walked away. And I would be excited if it got 9 likes. I mean, sometimes we get a little like hungry and think like our post is only good if we get like double-digit likes. And that's not true. I mean, even my own father will not click the like button. He's like, oh, I really like your post you did the other day. And I'm like, Dad, I didn't even know you saw it. And he's like, yeah, I don't really click the button. I'm like, ugh. So there are so many people that see your post, but don't click the button. There's anti-button clickers, and they're going to see your message, but they're going to keep on going. And so I want you to realize that even if you don't get double-digit likes or however many likes you're shooting for, you are making a difference in people's lives, and you need to be consistent. I show up every single day without fail. And that's the thing. Consistency is key, because you're going to go to the top of their newsfeed, and you need to be visible to make a difference in someone's life. Connectivity, though, with messages. You need to go into the message not with the sale in mind, because people can smell blood in the water. They know where you're coming for. If you post all about salesy shit, they're going to know like, okay, she's getting to know me, but when's she going to drop? When's the shoe going to drop? If you just keep making connections with people and you form them and you really just get to know them as a person, eventually people are going to be a little like, I've had a lot of girls who are like, you never asked me to join your challenge group. And I'm like, oh, would you like to join? Because they're shocked that I never got to the salesy part. And I think that's another thing is like, you don't want to lead the conversation always with sales. Obviously get there, but also don't make it be your end all be all. Make your point to connect with people. You need to build trust. You need to build a connection with someone, because frankly, this could be someone who joins your team and is someone that you travel with. And so that brings me to the next point about connection of like, you don't want to just message anyone and everyone in your friend group. You want to actually message people that you could see yourself hanging out with. You want these to be your built-in besties. Of course, you want to like make a difference in as many people's lives as you possibly can, but you need to find your tribe. And I feel like Danielle has totally found her tribe. I mean, look at you girls, you're rock stars. So I'm excited just to see your faces and put, wait, still can't. What does that say? Sandra, can you hear? Oh.
Sorry, I don't think Sandra can hear.
Sandra, are you there?
So I don't know. Sorry, I just saw her say that she couldn't, so before I kept going.
Sandra, we feel for you, girl. And I'll sign if I can. Anyway, so positivity, power of positivity, always make sure that whatever you're putting out there, like there's plenty of negativity on Facebook. You don't need to be another person who's venting. Facebook is not a diary for like the problems in your life. Instead, you need to be the problem solver. You need to be the light. And so make that your thing. Okay, is changing lives, not just like physically, but mentally too. And so that's what I try to do with my posts. So my post came through, it went viral because I think it spoke about passion. It was things that I was passionate about, but I thought it was really cool because within a day, there were like 10,000 shares. And then people were just starting to tag me in it, which was really cool because then it started going further and further and further. But I think the neatest part is that it sparked the desire to help others. And so even if I never come in contact with those people, I hope that those people take their passion and, you know, help children. So I don't know, Danielle, anything else I can add?
No, I think that was great. I loved it. One thing I love that you said was turning your mess into a message with a positive spin. That is so true because there's so much negativity out there, and we all go through obstacles, guys. It all happens. But if we as a person, through our personal development and through our personal growth, can take whatever obstacle we have and then ourselves turn it into a positive and then share that with others, that's adding value to someone's life. Just ranting on Facebook is not going to add value. It's not going to happen. So I love that you said that. That was awesome. Does anyone have any questions for Elle? You guys can either unmute yourselves or post it in the comment section.
I would just love to hear your voices. So just say hi.
Delaney, you have any questions?
I'm thinking because I do like posting questions. I guess do you try and do like a balance between, or obviously you do a balance, but do you do a specific like how many coach opportunity posts do you do a week, or how many, you know, like motivational business life, like where is your balance with your posting?
That's a great question. Okay, so I try to dribble, and so like I'll look back through my scroll. Like someone who goes to your page should have questions about what you do, but I love Kelly Hanner. She's one of my really good friends, and she made a comment about how like you should be a vessel of intrigue. You know, you shouldn't, you know, say I do Beachbody, I drink Shakeology, and you know, you shouldn't be kissing your shake. Like you should leave a little bit of a mystery, but also people scrolling your page should also know that you're a girl on a mission. And so I feel like I post about teaching sparingly, like just what it brings to my life. I'll post about my personal life. Like if I go out on the town with girlfriends, I'll post about personal development. I'll post about coaching opportunity. I'll post about my daily life and how my superfood shake fits into my life. But I try to spread it out throughout the week. So like each day has a different thing, but I'll be honest. Delaney, you're the same boat. And I know I shouldn't use this as an excuse, but I'm a yellow. And so I'm not a planner. I feel like my best posts come when I'm like, oh, that was good. Let me throw it together real quick. Like, I feel like when it's in my mind and I can wing it, like that's when the passion comes out. But if I plan passion, I notice that my post is too thought through and it doesn't have the same effect. So I feel like, Delaney, I'm talking to you specifically because you're yellow, and I don't know if the other girls on the team are yellows
What
too.
does yellow mean?
Oh, okay. So Danielle, tell them about it.
There's a color code test that you can take to kind of see like what your personality is like.
Is yellow structured?
No.
No. Okay.
Yellow is like wing it on the wing. I personally, oh, I hear you. Is that you, Nikhil?
No.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know how to turn off my microphone, and I have my kids here, and they're making plenty of noise.
There's a mute button. Like, mute the
Bottom left.
the bottom left.
Bottom left. It's the audio. Disconnect audio.
Yes, there you go. So for me personally, I don't have you guys take the color code test because you're still not muted.
I'm sorry.
No,
It's
you're
like
fine.
the stop video, and then it's like a little mute. It's a microphone.
Let me see.
Like the bottom bar of the Zoom.
Here, I can manage participants. I'll just mute you. Okay, you're muted. Okay, so I personally don't have you guys take the color code test because I don't want you guys to be dependent on a color. I don't want like that color to be an excuse for not being able to come up with like different kind of posts or being organized or, you know, something like that. I can tell your personality just from talking to you and hearing, like I try to listen to you guys as much as possible to see how you guys are going to want to run your business. So that's why I personally don't have my team take the color code test because I don't want it to fall on, oh, I'm a yellow, so I can't or won't do this kind of thing. So that's my reason why I haven't had them take the color test, Elle.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, everybody runs their business differently. I just found that it really like told my true colors, and it like helps me fine tune my strengths and also like helps me to work on my weaknesses because don't we all have them? So it helped me, and so that's why I think about it. But I'm more of like a wing my post because I feel like that's where my passion comes out. But that works for me. But you have to find out what works for you. And if you are someone who plans it out and you're like, okay, I have this thought and I want to fine tune it, then, you know, write it down. And I have on my phone in my notes section things that I've thought of, and I'm like, I want to expand that, and I want to like mull it over in my brain and think about how I can expand that. And so, you know, please know that like I do plan, but some of my posts I feel like are my best work is like something that I'm like, yeah, let me just get that out there right now. So.
Okay. I agree with that actually, and it's probably because we're so similar. But I've even tried like in Daniel, I've even tried with the posting calendar and in writing out like on Thursday I'll do a motivational, and it doesn't work for me. And I think it's just because I'm like in the moment and I feel it and I'm like, yes, like I'm gonna post this now. But the only thing is sometimes I need to try and like control that because sometimes I feel like it's not the best time of the day for everyone to see it. In the sense that, like, people are working and it's like 2 p.m. in the afternoon, and then, you know, it's not getting seen. So it's like
you have to think of like when you're gonna post it. So you can have a passionate idea, but instead of Delaney, this is perfect. Okay, so instead of taking that post and pushing post, copy the text, put it in the note of your iPhone, and at 6 p.m. when people, like 6 p.m. and 8 a.m. are like really hot button times, even 2 p.m. oddly is like a really good hot button time that people are looking on Facebook. It's 8 a.m., noon to 12, and 6 p.m., and even 10 p.m. People have just put their kids to bed and are like scrolling in bed before they go to bed. So if you have
what was the last time? Sorry, can you say those times again, Elle?
Sure. So 6 to 8 a.m., 12 to 2, 6 p.m., or 10 p.m.
Okay.
And that was from actually just doing some research online of like best posting times for different social media platforms. And so it's just interesting to see what times get the most traction. And I've kind of played around with it, but I feel like that's when you can get the most likes. And I feel like if you do it in the morning, people have all day to see it. But 10 p.m., you tend to pop up in the morning again. It's like weird how Facebook algorithms work. But take your post if it's not a good posting time and save it to the notes section and post it at one of those times. You can still share your post, your passion, just cage it.
Yeah, I love that. I do that too sometimes. If I like start writing out something, because sometimes I'll do posts on the fly too when I just feel like, oh, I just want to write something right now. But then I'll copy and paste it, like Elle said, I'll put it in my notes section and I'll post it later. And I also purposely, like, I post my workout videos first thing in the morning every morning, because now my market, they know that a post is going to come from me at that time. So just staying consistent with that, like everyone will message me like, I knew your workout was coming today. And if I didn't post it, they're like, what's wrong? Like, are you okay? Did you hurt yourself? So when you post something consistently, like same thing with me on tacos on Tuesday. If I don't post tacos, people are messaging me like, are you sick? Are you okay? Like, are you not hungry? Like, what's going on? So they're kind of confused. So yeah, so I love that, like the different posting times. And also I purposely don't respond to people who comment on my stuff until later on in the day. So if I post something in the morning, I'm purposely and strategically not going to respond until the end of the day, so then it bumps it back up into everyone's newsfeed who may have not seen it in the morning.
Exactly. Perfect. Manipulate the system.
There's always a strategy.
And I love that Danielle said, like, what are you known for? Like, I feel like some people wait for my post because they're like, it's the power of positivity, or like they're like, hey, I needed that today. And the other thing is my connectivity, that I like, my connections. A lot of my connections are hey girls, and I learned this from a really good friend, Ashley Feldison, who she just goes down through her like her chat on the side alphabetically, and my message says, hey girl, or I'll say like their name because you want to make it personal. And so I'll be like, Danielle, girl, you rock. Just saw your name, not post, because I made that mistake. People are like, what post? And I'm like, I was like, saw your name pop up my feed, up in my feed, and I just wanted to throw some love your way. Hope you're having an awesome Monday. And very simple, not asking anything from them, sending the positivity their way. And a lot of times they're like, girl, I needed that. Thank you so much. They're like, how are you? And then it starts the whole conversation. So just getting people talking, I feel like, is huge. And you can go back to people you've already talked to if the conversation is kind of like muted, and throw that their way. No one's gonna not respond to someone being awesomely nice to them.
Agreed. Yeah. All right, we have 10 minutes left. Does anyone have any other questions for Elle? You can unmute yourself if you do. All right. Going one?
I don't think so.
I have a question for you. Is anyone brave enough to share one or all of the 5 things that you're passionate about? What did you write down?
I didn't have 5, but I had 4.
All right, what does it entail?
I said family, life, the outdoors, and making others happy.
I love that. Are you my spirit animal?
Possibly.
I think you should just rock that. I want you to actually sit down and be like, well, how can I spin that into a post that would inspire someone to go outdoors? Or what does the outdoors do for you? Like, when you're there, how does it make you feel? Because you need to connect with someone on an emotional level. Like, when they read that, can they feel what you're feeling?
Okay. It's good to know. Thank you. I'll do that.
I'll share mine. My family, my fiance, my puppy, volleyball, and traveling.
Awesome. When you are playing volleyball, what emotions are you feeling?
Oh, everything. Frustration, love for the game, anything that comes with playing a sport. Passion, darn it, should have gotten that point.
Have you ever spun that into a post?
Well, yeah, I mean, I hurt my shoulder on Saturday, so I had to serve underhand for basically the whole tournament.
Oh my gosh.
But I still played, still had a smile on my face, got it iced up and stretched and just staying off of it now.
Oh, I saw that shoulder. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's just a rotator cuff, so I should be good. Nikhil, I did not do anything on my shoulder today.
Good.
I did not
Listen.
do it, I didn't. I did not do hammer and chisel.
Good, good, good.
Goodness.
Not worth it.
Nope, definitely not. Anyone else want to share what theirs were? Their 5 things?
I like didn't have all of mine down. I like couldn't. I'm so bad with on the spot, and even though I kind of know because when we were doing like our what training was it, Danielle? Was it with the new coach training when we did the Facebook facelift?
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought that was a really good video because it talked about like, all right, like what are your 5 things, and like kind of putting them into like your almost like your little bio or like with your pictures or your 5, like how when people look at your page, like what are they should be able to tell almost like your 5 things. And I think what I put on there was like beach volleyball, Chicago, pumpkins. I love pumpkins. I'm like random. I don't know. I'm working on it, concise, like keeping it consistent. Because that's so true. I just am thinking about it more and more, and I think that consistent post of like, yeah, we're being consistent and posting like join our group or our workouts, but I seriously think something's wrong if you're not eating tacos and it's Tuesday and like 5 o'clock and you haven't posted anything.
See?
So true.
So, Delaney, they need to be thinking the same thing about you. You haven't posted about pumpkins in a while. We're a little worried about you. Have you not had any pumpkins?
I know. I need to find that. I need to find that thing.
Well, I feel like it's the power of the 4 scrolls. If someone goes to your page within 4 scrolls, they should get a vibe. Like, what is your vibe? What's your message? What's your, what should they know about you within 4 scrolls down?
Yeah.
Sandra,
Mine's boring. Don't worry, Delaney. At least you have things.
What'd you say?
Mine is so boring. At least you have posts.
It comes with time. I used to think like everyone would say, 3 to 5 posts a day. I was like, what? Are they crazy? I used to always be like, I can only post on Instagram like once a week, and now I'm at like 3 to 5, no brainer. It's just like I think just posting what pops in your head.
Let it flow. Let it flow.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
My final thing that I wanted to leave you with is, what you get is what you're giving. And so if you are you posting about, praise? Are you posting about happiness? Are you posting about success? You get what you give. And so if you are projecting, sadness all the time, you're going to connect with people that are like you. If you are projecting happiness and, turning your mess into a message, like everybody goes through stuff, but it's a matter of how you handle that stuff. It's, that silly quote of life is 10% what happens to you, 90% how you react to it. I feel like that is how you need to generate your posts. Don't be fake. Tell about weird things that happen in your day, but then talk about what your plan is. Because I feel like that is where people connect. That's the emotional connection of like, this girl is real. This girl goes through the same stuff I do. But instead of letting it get me down, I'm going to take her approach. I'm going to try what she's doing. And let you lead the masses in a positive way.
I love that. You are amazing. Oh,
Love you all.
Thank you so much, Elle, for spending your evening with us. I really appreciate your time and your energy. You've always been such a positive person in my life, so I thank you for that. And I can't wait to see you at Punta Cana.
Yes.
All right. So I hope you guys all have a great night. I hope you learned a lot from Elle. You guys follow her on Facebook. She is awesome. Send her a message. She's literally the sweetest person in the whole entire world. So she always puts everyone, she's amazing. I can't say good enough. I can't say enough good things about Elle. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Well, I hope you have a great night, Elle. Thank you so much. And thank you.
Nice to meet you
Thank
all.
you.
I'm excited to see your posts now.
Yay.
That's everyone's assignment is to come up with a post from their 5.
From our 5.
Share it with
Okay.
me. Oh my gosh, share it with me. I would love to see what you do.
All right, guys. Have a great night.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.